Yeah. We get lit, we get fly, we get drunk, we get high, but to the masses, we a podcast called Verified. I'm your host. I am JopauL. We are brought to you by Radio Pushes and Results of No Hype. And we got a very, very special guest right now. We got somebody that was shot 12 times. We got someone that is regarded as the greatest hype man in history, even though hype man is just not the right term for this brother, because he's much more than just a hype man.
Hello.
In fact, he's the guy that, I was fucking drunk doing fucking research last night. I was reminiscing about the songs that this brother was on. And all of a sudden I heard Call Each Other Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear. And I just text my ex, I love you, at 2:00 in the morning while I was all stressed up. She hit me up this morning. She's like, are you okay? I was like, blame Spliff and Busta and Mariah. I was like, that's how it is. But without further ado, my man, yours, SpliffStar in the building. What's good, baby? How's everything?
I'm good, man. I woke up this morning. I'm on the live with you right now, so I'm great. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored.
That's amazing. Every day above ground is a good day.
And you know that.
Yeah, I can appreciate it all the time, especially in such a crazy time that we're living right now with a crazy pandemic. You got the nation divided in terms of how people are viewing each other. We got social and racial and all sorts of injustice going on in the world. So let me take this time to ask you, how are you doing? How are you and your family maintaining? How are you holding up? How's everything going with you?
Things could always be greater and better. You know that. But besides things, if you want to talk about reality, I'm rich, I'm happy, I'm with life and family. I'm overwhelmed with love, you know what I'm saying? And got people that care about me, you know what I mean, that still exists around me and has been around me all my life. So I'm very rich with that. I'm very rich with love. I'm very rich with respect on these streets.
Ain't that a fact?
Yeah, that way. And,
yeah. Well, when I did my research, and asking people, I'm like, yo, tell me something about SpliffStar. One of my boys was like, that's a bad man right there.
I mean, I had my shared times in the street, you know what I mean? Thank God I had a good friend like Busta Rhymes to show me another way, because I ain't gonna lie, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have still been out there doing what I had to do, you know what I mean, to make my dollar, you know what I'm saying? But it's just plain and simple. Any hustle I ever had, I was dedicated to it, good or bad.
That's real. And I've done a lot of research, about you. And the one thing that I really respect is that, you really show a lot of admiration and praise, for your brother Busta Rhymes, who's an absolute legend, in the game. And the fact that in hip hop, it's very weird to keep a companionship for that long. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I almost see you as like brothers rather than just like friends and stuff like that. That's why I say you're much more than a hype man, because I almost would consider you like the glue that keeps flip mode. Flip mode. You know what I'm saying? You're, not only the client, you're the president. That shit. You know what I'm saying? Busta's the commander in chief. You know what I'm saying? But if something happens to him, you're the one that's going to be able to take the reins, you know what I'm saying, and do what you do. So I respect that you show him a lot of admiration.
Yeah, I mean, well, as we know, a lot of people have been in the game. They come in as friends, and they get on the radio and disrespect each other after a few years. Then there's jealousy over money, bitches, and so forth and so forth.
Sad truth. Sad truth.
Unfortunately, Busta Rhymes is my friend, not through music, but through personal life, growing up. Unfortunately, I already knew what 100,000 felt like and looked like, and what it felt like to spend before I was SpliffStar. I was getting it in the mud, but I already knew how it felt to have a nice car, jewelry, and so forth. That motherfuckers be killing themselves for, So I never got big headed about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm big headed about is what I need to be big headed about. Like
I respect it. I respect it.
I wake up in the morning. I feel like I'm a king. I want to live like a king. I think like one. I want to work like one. I'm not out there begging. No, I'm gonna
I mean,
work.
fuck you. You are one. Salute and praise to the King SpliffStar.
And I don't ask for much. I just want what I work for and what I deserve. And mostly, you don't get what you deserve. You only get what you negotiate. You feel me? So
Yeah, no, that's a bar right there.
yeah,
Like that's a bar that should be in your next rhyme. Absolutely, right
it's
there.
a true factor. And I could separate. I know how to separate friendship from business because
That's a good thing because in this game, you know, there's a lot of snakes in the garden. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to mow the lawn to see the snake. They like literally poke their head out and show that they a king, but they a king cobra, and they're willing to sink those teeth and let that venom just fly, even though you've been with them from day one.
yeah,
So I've experienced it. Everyone's experienced it. So that's why it's amazing that you guys are still together, rocking, the way you guys are. So
I don't do what motherfuckers do that cause that type of situation you're talking. Like number one, I don't watch other people pocket. Like
mhm.
nigga, I love my own swag. I love me. I'm a hustler. I'm not a leech or a loafer or one of them type of niggas. I'm not that. I'm
Yeah,
a
all the original hip hop dudes know, what I mean, when it comes
so
to
I'm not I'm not
PYP.
I'm not I'm not watching Busta's pocket. I don't care what he got, the way he do. Bust every man was born individually. Every man do their thing a little way different.
Well said.
If that's Bust want to do, so what? Let him do that. If I do this, so what? I do that. But let's take it back to the root of the whole thing. That's
Let's do it.
that's my man's. And that right there don't cost money. You can't buy that. That have to be genuinely given.
Price.
That's the gift. So therefore, you know, just like brothers do, we have disagreements. I don't like everything he do. He don't like everything I do. But it's never to the point where I feel like I gotta talk about any gun talk with my brother. I never have to get physical with my brother. I never ever gonna fight over no fucking bitch with my brother. That ain't gonna happen. I don't listen to what other people say. People always got something to say. Yo, man, they should have did this. They should have did that for you. You should have. Now, fuck out of here. What do you got better to offer, nigga? Nothing. All right, shut the fuck up. Now you see, that's how that goes because everybody they're watching the materialistic part and they're watching all the shit that I can't take to the grave with me. They watching all of that, but I'm a nigga that's on the grave with honor. See, I could go to the grave with that. I'm gonna go with honor. I want everybody that be there talking at my motherfucking eulogy, excuse me, have nothing to say about me but positive things.
Hey, agreed. Agreed.
I'm,
When it comes to playing like that PYP line, playing your position,
of course.
there's nobody that embodies that like you.
People,
So and you're
play a
super
position. Don't be a
humble about it
yeah,
too.
but play a position. Playing your position could be a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
You,
Agreed.
it could be a gift and a curse. You could be not getting what you deserve, or your situation might not be like you would want it to be or how it should be. You got what I'm saying? But then what do you do? Do you get red eye and mad and blame this one and blame that one? No. You look at your fuck ups, you correct them, and you sit there and you figure it out. Just like how Busta Rhymes had to figure it out, just like whoever else, Puffy and them had to figure it out. Jay-Z had to figure it out. Niggas got to figure it out. So if a next nigga sitting there blaming the next one, or you expecting this man to do that for you and all that, nigga, that's fuckboy shit. Like, I don't know why people do that. They always talking about, yeah, this man, he just, shut the fuck up.
It's all ego. I mean, like I feel like I feel like
go, out of
sorry,
all that you said, let me see. I've been nowhere with you. I've been all over the world with him. I made millions of dollars with him. I made no money with you. I've done things in life that you never done. I ain't did shit with you. And you over here talking that dumb shit to me? Listen, a broke nigga can't tell me how to get no money.
ain't that a fact?
Motherfucker can't tell me how to live.
I mean, you
I,
know what they say. You know what they
I,
say. Listen, opinions are like assholes. Everyone got them, and everyone has shit coming out of it.
but
You know
it's
what I'm
okay. And you know what? I respect your opinion. Sometimes the people that love me and care for me, and they tell me how they feel, and I get it, and I understand. But you
Yeah,
see,
a biased opinion, absolutely. When you can tell, I mean, listen, you a real motherfucker. So it's like when you look in somebody's eye, you can tell if they're genuine or not. So it's like when they're offering an opinion where you too much of a legend to even need their opinion. But let's just play this out. You
if
could
I just
see
put
that motherfucker genuine when he gives you that opinion. So that way you could decide what kind of value you want to hold to that. Like the people sometimes that are closest to you might be biased and not give you like the right opinion. The same thing with like when you're playing a new song for people. It's like all your boys would be like, "Oh, yo, that's the hottest shit. That's the hottest shit." But yet you get into the labels and it's like, it's all right. It's a nice album cut. And you're like, but I thought this was the shit. But yeah, we're gonna get into into everything, especially all your illustrious career. But I want to jump in to the root, to the start of it all. Talk to me about little.
about what?
We just caught at the same time. Talk to me about little Spliffy, how you grew up. I'm talking about East Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? Little wild motherfucker running around. So talk to me about the beginning. Talk to me about your parents. I want to know, like, if this is like a therapy session. So,
Well, my family's from Trinidad and
okay.
Tobago. All right, I was born in the Bronx. I'm Trinidadian descendant. I really grew up with no mother. Then really had my mother in my life. My father took me in and my little brother in, a single man. It was the other way around. It was a single man with kids.
Okay. God bless him.
And yeah, he showed me how to be a man. And he was a hustler, straight hard working man, hold 3, 4 jobs. He refused to live in the projects. Ain't nothing wrong living in the projects, but he refused that. He refused to be on welfare. There's certain things my father wasn't standing for. And he worked hard and he kept us in a private, big 2-family house, East Flatbush, on Church and Linden. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my church out homies, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up in there, you know what I mean? As I grew up, the street became my big brothers, a couple of sisters, the street became my college. I call it Street Corner University.
A lot of cousins and distant uncles.
Yeah, so people like the real the real Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchman, and so forth that hip hop world know.
Hold
Those
on.
are
While you mentioned Jimmy Henchman, hold on. I'm gonna bug you out right now. Ready?
I see it. I see it. Hey, but you see that Czar single we dropped too, right?
Yep, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is, I forgot what year that Jimmy was going through his legal troubles, but I was the next big thing that was about to be signed. I was A&R'd by my boy Daryl Doobie Warren. Shout out to Daryl Doobie, genius in the game. And right before that happened, like the olive branch was extended, and all of a sudden I thought I was going to be the next, big artist on Czar. And then all of a sudden those legal troubles happened, and then everything basically just, crumbled from that point.
Let me say this. Let me say that these are my professors.
Small world we live in, right?
My professors. These are my big brothers, and regardless to what anybody say, whatever, I got respect for my big brothers. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be home. I don't even wish my enemy to be in jail. You feel me? I ain't that type of nigga. I ain't on that type of time. I don't even wish my enemy to be there. So I still stay in touch with my family, with my boys and my big brothers, and they the reason why I became SpliffStar. And I say it like this because I feel like my big brothers who I used to be under, I think they made enough mistakes. And at the same time, I took it as I was learning something. And the mistakes that they did, I knew not to make them. And then even the fuck boys that was around us, I learned from them too, because I never did none fuck boy shit they did.
Of
The
course,
whole
you can't add value to your life when you don't see what the mistakes of other people do. Just like you can't enjoy the victory unless you kind of taste the defeat at first. So it's like, let me see what these people are doing and how they got it wrong, because I'm gonna get it right. That's a hustler story right there.
I see niggas get their ass beat with a couple of baseball bats, get their head busted and sent back home on a Greyhound. You know what I mean? A nigga like me, and that's where they showed me that friends and business was different, because I was like, damn, y'all did that to little June? June lived on the block. Yeah, but this is business. June fucked up a lot of money. So I had to know the difference between business and friendship. So what I did was I stuck to the script. You know, like, I want to tell everybody, like, straight up, I don't give a fuck if it's 9 to 5. I don't give a fuck if it's street shit. I don't give a fuck what you're doing in life, as long as you're doing something. But just know this, you ain't doing nothing slick. Every one of us, individuals, got a script. We just living out, we just playing the part.
That's a fact.
Only time shit fuck up before it's time is when you play out a script. You see what I'm saying? You gotta stick to the script, bro. That saying, stick it to the script, is a serious fucking thing. God is already, life is already written out. Every one of our lives is already written out, how it's gonna be, how it's gonna end, how it starts and how it's gonna end. You feel me? It's all written out. And you gotta stick to the script, rather good or bad. You stick to that script. You see, because the good, the bad is gonna prepare you for your good. So you know how to act when good times come.
I always say that Rome is not built in a day, but it can crumble in one. So it's like, if you know, basically it's everything in moderation. Know your limits. You know what I'm saying? Read the lay of the land and know your place, rather than coming out of pocket. Take your steps, because you're never going to be able to buy your way in, charm your way in, scam your way in. You got to earn that shit by putting in that work. I mean, it's just like you ain't gonna start off by being a corner boy hustler, and then all of a sudden tomorrow you're gonna be a fucking kingpin like Freeway Ricky Ross.
Hey, look,
shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross, by the way.
As long as I've been in the streets doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? I hustle, I made money, I made real good money. Like, I'm talking about a 25, 30,000 a day type of thing, real money. Back then it was a code. Niggas was really mostly sticking to the code back then. Feel me? Niggas wasn't really running to the police snitching and all this little fuckboy shit they be doing now. But as you know, that was just a level to life. Like I said, everything is written out. It was a level to life. I was doing the thug thing then. Any one of us that been on the street, doing the street, getting money on the street, that's thug. We thugging out.
Oh, I know all about that.
You see, as we get mature and we have responsibilities like kids, bills, and so forth, and we maintain our shit, because shit go up and down. For the richest nigga in the country, shit go up and down for him too. Okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, so at the end of the day, shit go up and down. But who maintains it? Who handles that? I'm gonna tell you who handles that. A motherfucking gangster. Everybody got a thug.
That's the embodiment of the word gangster.
And I want motherfuckers to understand there's a difference between thug and a gangster. A thug is what we was doing back in the day. You know, you're on the street, you're trying to think of it. A gangster, that nigga wears a suit and tie and operates from a motherfucking office.
Like a pimp.
If they have beef, they go around a round table and they talk like men. If it can't be handled like men, then we don't get on some motherfucking gangster shit. You dig? So please know the difference. And I knew the difference. And I seen the time when it was for me to bust a move. A lot of my homies was dying left and right. Feds came in. You know, when the feds come, nigga.
Done. They already been watching. I was talking to Rick about that. I was like,
so
what is that? 98.6 conviction rate. So you know that like when the feds come, you're done.
That's right. So when the police was coming in and feds was coming in, I did the transition at the right time. Look, man, I had state warrants. I had 3 state warrants. One was from parole, and niggas was looking for me on the streets. Nigga, I was on Soul Train singing Woo-Ha with Busta Rhymes.
Amazing.
I was nowhere around that shit. You feel me? And
what an alibi. It's like, nah, check Soul Train. what I'm saying? I was dancing down the aisle with
Police
Busta.
told me himself. The police that came looking for me told me themselves. Say, man, we looking for you on the street, and we up here singing woo-ha, and you right there on the goddamn video. We looking at you wild and laughing at you, and you over there doing that. So, you know, I was on the run for like 3 years. And
what year? Just for context, you know, for my viewers, what year was this?
Yeah, I remember when Diddy and Family did the Diddy and Family tour.
Was that 95, 96?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Did I have my license yet or no? No.
The Diddy and Family tour was around 96, 97 maybe.
96, 97, because Big had already passed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Benjamin's and Put Your Hands in Your Eyes to See was the sickest. So around that time. And
man, I remember taking acid watching that video, like on a huge big screen. I was like one of those little wild white boys, you know what I'm saying, taking all acid every weekend, shrooms, ecstasy. I was, you know, I was a wild boy. I was a wild boy. Before,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was always a producer, never a user. Like I was always scared to try a line, smoke coke in my weed, take an ecstasy pill, E-pill, perk pill, any fucking
shit. Stand out. We call those woo bones back in the day.
I can't even fuck with
Philly.
I know I can't even fuck with a Heineken, nigga. Like
really?
Yeah, I'm a ganja.
You never took E and just went wild on your lady?
Nah. I remember one time I was having sex with a girl that was on E. The bitch was too relaxed. She shitted in the bed. So no.
He's like, that reminds me of like that Biggie line. It's like this. She wanted me to cock over and shit on her. So every time shit's on the bitch, but she was doing the shit.
Shit in the bed, my nigga. So
now you just knocked it out of her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you were just, you know, you SpliffStar
on that E, and that E did that shit to her. I don't want to take no props for that. Fuck that.
What a shitty night.
What a shitty night.
Oh my God. So let's get back to the younger Spliff. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to understand. I mean, basically, part of my platform is understanding your journey and kind of like the steps that led you to, you know, the greatness that you achieved.
I was like I said, I was in the street life, and then I was OT, Virginia, Norfolk. Shout out to everybody in Norfolk. You know what I mean? I was
boogie. Shout out.
I was out there in Norfolk, Virginia, getting money, man, and I used to come back home, you know, check the homies and all that. I'd probably go see Bus. You know what I mean? At that time, I was driving a 325i BMW, you know what I mean? And I was chilling, coming through, and I would pick up the whole leaders in the new school, pack them on my little 4-door 325.
That's when they were out in Long Island, right?
Right. I'll get them from Long Island, and I'll drive them to the studio in the city, and called Chunky Studios at that time.
Oh, I'm well aware of Chunk. I did one of my album release parties at Chunk King. I got mad. They wouldn't let me smoke in that motherfucker. You know, I had to go in the that like stairwell that like kind of like went like to that fire escape. I
don't know what floor you was on, nigga. We was smoking all the time.
I don't know. I think they saw me that I was white, and they were like, "This, like, no, we could tell him no." I was like,
"Why would they do that to you? There was a white person that owned the motherfucker. Come on, please."
I don't know. I guess they didn't trust me because, you know, I was doing hip hop music and I was with a whole bunch of wild motherfuckers. So they were like, "Nope, they're not allowed. They're not allowed to smoke over here." So,
I used to drop them there at the studio, you know, and then I go back, do my thing in and out of town, and then, you know, I came, like I told you, everybody started getting locked up, niggas getting murdered left to right. And, you know, Bus had just got a solo deal. Leaders of the new school, they had kicked him out the group. Niggas,
why they kick him out? Just for context for my viewers. I'm gonna say a lot of that.
Like I said, jealousy, watching each other pockets and shit like that. Busta was getting the most features out the group. So they got jealous or whatever, and they kicked them out. You know, they still.
He was like a movie star even back. I'm gonna tell you a funny story about Busta in the movies. Yeah. So when I was a 13-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, I'm a freshman in high school, and I see a character like Busta Rhymes in the movie Higher Learning. Okay. So now let me put this into real perspective. So me and my twin brother, we take these two girls to the theater that's not really in the nice neighborhoods. In Staten Island, there was three movie theaters at a time. There's the Highland Plaza, which was like closer to Stapleton, Park Hill, Targee Street. And then there was the Atrium, which was all the way in Great Hills, which is basically like on the South Shore. And then you had the UA, which was also like on like the west coast of Staten Island. So there was only three theaters on Staten Island. So coincidentally, when we went to this theater, we're the only four white people in the theater. Me, my twin brother, and these two girls were 13, 14 years old. I was about like 5 foot nothing. And then the part where Busta goes, it's about this black fist motherfucker. All of a sudden, like a whole bunch of people stood up and turned and looked at us because it's a very racially, moving movie. And they were like, that's right, motherfucker, you about to get it. Like, we looked at each other, we were like, we are thank God we were able to get out of there. There was no that, like, I guess they were just fucking with us because we were young, 13, 14-year-old kids. But yeah, Busta scared the shit out of me since then.
I'm gonna tell you something. I still was doing my thing at that time. I still was on the street doing my thing at the time. And I dibble dabble around Busta and all that, but at that time, I had more money than leaders, so I wasn't trying to really stop my thing. You know what I mean? At the time, but as time
why fix it if it ain't broken?
As time went on, God, He gave me the sign. By the time when I started hanging with them a lot, they never knew why, but I was hanging with them a lot, and that was a sign from God. But I didn't read it. As time went on, I got shot up. Hit 12 times.
12 times.
Yeah, I got shot the fuck up. And
I've seen this on other interviews, but did you ever like realize or find out why you got shot up? Like the exact reason?
You gotta understand, number one, I'm out of town. I'm a New Yorker and I'm getting paper. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Back then, you know what I mean? Out of the town motherfuckers didn't feel too good about New York niggas coming, and these niggas were stick up niggas, you know what I mean? They were stick up niggas. Hey man, you know what I mean? I don't knock nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing, they came to stick me up. I kind of lacked, didn't expect it. And I got caught out there.
There's no other easy way to say it. I mean, you got caught out there.
There was some serious repercussions. I'm gonna tell you that.
Listen, rest in peace to the people that shot you.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what happened. This is not vlog. We're not incriminating nobody.
I don't know what happened either, brother, but I'm gonna let you know this right now. I'm living. My name is SpliffStar. You hear me? I'm known all over the world. Matter of fact, I'm known as the greatest at what I do. I'm appreciative. I'm so fucking humble. I'm approachable. I help anybody that needs help because I take advantage of my life now in a major different way. I do. Even if a nigga thought about doing me something, he got to think twice about that shit. Repercussions.
That's real. I appreciate that so much, and that's one thing that I've realized in researching your story, because it's like I've always been a fan. I mean, like, I'm gonna bug you out right now. Like, I was in Rod Digger's first video for Break Fool. Me and my twin brother were breakdancing in her video, and we were the only two white kids. We were there for 23 hours. We only got paid $75 for 23 hours of work. Just imagine. I mean, listen, that was the game. That was the game back then. But I was an up and coming rapper trying to make it, in a industry that exactly. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were Eminem, you were not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Eminem used to rock out with Rod Digger and the Outsiders at that time.
Yeah, I remember I asked Rod Digger when I was like dancing, like doing one of the things, and we were on break. I was like, would you ever consider doing something with a white rapper, and I was talking about me, but she was like, yeah, actually, yeah, and his name is, I was like, I was crushed. I was like, oh, I was like, I meant me. I didn't mean Eminem. But shout out to Rod Digger because I love her. She's one of the, like
She's
baddest female MCs that ever
dope,
graced the mic.
Rod Digger's dope as hell. As you go on, I got shot up. God didn't want me to go nowhere, so I'm still here.
How long was the recovery?
6 months.
Damn.
6 months. But when I got shut up, I had a lot of, I didn't get the butterfly stitches. I got the staples. I still have my warrants too. So I had the police, they came for me. And I went on the island, stitched up. I had staples. I was in a 4 building in Mod 9, stapled up. You know what I mean?
That's up north, Rikers Island, for you people watching.
And what I did was, I was healing in there, and when it forms a scab, I would take the staple and twist it back and forth like this until it got loose. They came out, and that's how I took out my own staples, like 62 of them. And I was taking them out.
And you could have taken all those staples and put it in a toothbrush, melted that down, and made the ill metal shank.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry, kids that are watching, don't listen to that.
I didn't do the toothbrush. I used a roll-on bottle, and
okay.
on the end of the roll-on bottle, and it was like spikes. But anyway, I got out of that bitch. I did meet my boy Tragedy the rapper.
Tragedy Gaddafi, intelligent hoodlum.
He was in there at the time, and me and him did a little time. Then he told me, he said, "Yo, I'm about to get out." You know what I mean? Marley Marl will hook me up and watch me on records and all that. I'll be damned if that nigga wasn't on records. That nigga went out. A few months later, I saw him on Video Music Box. I was like, all right, my dig. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a congratulator for somebody else. And I'll keep it real with you. Like, up to this day, if I'm watching American Idol or watching somebody about their life and shit just turned great for them, like they've been blessed. Things are so different.
I love the quietable moments. Like I'm a sap. I like that shit. I like to, feel inspired by a story of,
like if your day is better than yesterday, I relate to that. Like I understand, so I feel it. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I can get a little teary eyed shit because I'm like, because I just understand where that person come from.
Listen, for all the females that are watching, I'm a sensitive guy. I'm not scared to cry. Like come here, let me beat your shoulder, and I need yours.
Let me tell you something, home. I don't like to cry in front of people.
Neither do I, but sometimes
I cry when I'm happy. If I'm overwhelmed with happiness and joy, I'm just so overwhelmed with it. There's many times I've been on the road and I go in different countries and the hotel room be a big old suite and shit. And they'll be like, yeah, the prince was here last week. Some prince from Abu Dhabi and shit. And I'm in this suite and I'm just looking at this shit and I think about my life back then and then I see where I'm at right now. And my name is SpliffStar and TV and the music and
it's like the prince was there last week, but the king is here today.
I get overwhelmed and I say, yo, there's nobody can't tell me there's not a God. Because every time I've been praying, it's like he's been listening to me. I go through bad times just like everybody else. I go through financial problems like everybody else. I go through all kind of shit like everybody else. I don't got time to front for nobody. I got 3 kids. That's who I like to show off for. That's who, even if I'm fucking hurting, they can't know that. They can't see it. They can't feel it. They can't even smell that shit. Or I swear, I ain't gonna hold you. I would turn back to basic instincts, motherfucker. Fast. When they tell me about this corona and ain't gonna be no shows and money ain't gonna run like that, niggas talking about what you gonna do. I said, what you gonna fucking do? You a college graduate? Let me tell you what you doing. You a chef, you this and that. Oh, well, restaurants is closed. All that shit closed. You flying planes, they stopping that too. Back to basics, motherfucker. If you ain't learn how to live in the jungle, I feel sorry for you. I see you because I be damned if I call somebody phone talking about, yo, lend me $100, lend me $200. If I call your phone to borrow some money, nigga, I need $5,000 and better. I'm not calling your phone for no fucking $200, and you can't get yourself $100 or $200. Nigga, kill yourself. Fuck you mean?
On my last podcast, Capone was like, you know, when all else fails, you know, we're gonna hit the block.
Back to basics. Back to basics. Like my brother Shaw would say, town business, nigga. Back to town business. I don't know what people think this is. Like, it's survival. It's survival. You know, it's nothing that a person want to do, and it's going backwards. Right now, I think that I'm smart enough to pull off something else. I don't think that would be my last resort if nothing else, if everything else fails. You know what I'm saying? I think
you've experienced and been through
exactly
so much. You know what I'm saying, for so long. Like, people don't realize, like, you've been rocking out for over 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, you know what I'm saying, you've been in the jungle, been in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Did your work, you know, did your thug. I'm gonna write that. Hold on, let me write that bar down. But, you know, I mean, on the real, so it's like there's a lot that you have to contribute to society, you know, and people use this word relevance, you know, all the time. It's like, if people realize that you are a real OG and there's a lot that you have because of your tenure within this industry, you know what I'm saying? The respect level should be, you know, like, I mean, in my opinion, should be even higher than you have right now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is too, homie? The love and the respect is there, especially amongst my peers and my comrades that's in the game. It's there, but I'm not an ass kisser. I'm not good at ass kissing. So
I am, but, you know, it's usually a hot female with a dope, you know, nice round ass and showered, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I listen, I'm a freaky white boy. I ain't afraid to eat some ass.
Yeah, it's okay.
I got you. Let's go.
We all porn stars in some kind of way. Check this out. Nah, I'm not a good ass kisser, man. You know what I mean? I ain't into being an ass kisser for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rather you respect my craft, you like my craft, you want to work with me, I want to work with you, let's get money together. That's me. You know what I'm saying? All that extra Hollywood shit and all that is not for me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's to each his own. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? And I love me, and I'd rather be me. I don't see nothing wrong with being me.
That brings me to, you know, my quote that I say on every podcast, which I'm glad you said that you love me, because to regret any decision you ever did in the past is to not fully appreciate who you are today. So
yeah, that's why I said.
So the fact that it was just a great segue. So go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
That's why I always say I don't regret shit from back in the day, because it made me the man I am today. I got 3 beautiful, healthy children, a 7-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 18-year-old boy. Like, I don't got to, like, I got my gifts. I got my riches already, bro. Like, I'm happy. I see me 3 times again. Big shit, I can't buy that. You know what I'm saying?
It brings such context to the line when in the movie Rocky, when he says, you know, like, you know, it's like, you know, seeing you is like being born again, you know.
Yeah,
and
my cousins, I got male cousins, a lot of female cousins. All of them, I've been around them since we were little kids playing the ball in the backyard. I had to go inside before the sun go down and shit, man. We hang with each other today. Today, we still joking and slapping each other in the head with ketchup, mushing each other with fucking bologna. Man, I love my fucking family. My family turn up all the time. I ain't the only hype one. You gotta see my family. We turn up.
Sure.
If Spliff had a reality show, goddamn it, everybody tune in. Because I'll tell you right now, you see where I get my shit from. My shit ain't no goddamn rehearsal. My shit is me.
It's a movie.
Me. I am how I am. Now, life isn't to be taken so serious where you can't live it.
That's real.
Life is not to be taken so serious where you can't smile and feel.
Speak.
Life is not to be so serious that you can't figure it out.
Preach.
I've learned it the hard way. Jail time, maybe for real. 12 bullets. Disappointments, betrayal, pocket fucked up, get back money, lose money, evicted, no mama. No mama. I didn't have no mama. I had no mama in my life so long that a bitch to me meant nothing. Her feelings or how I treat her, I don't give a fuck. I just want to fuck, bust a nut, and jump in my truck.
Because you didn't have that female, motherly love.
But my auntie, my grandma, may she rest in peace. My female cousins. Because of them, I learned how to respect women, how to love a woman, how to care for a woman, and Ray, because of them. And my dad, because my father was a real man. He wasn't into that, you know what I'm saying, that other shit. But he was, to me, a little harsh. Like, I understand the separation between my mom and dad. He was a little controlling, a little too harsh. My mom, like me, I'd rather be by myself for a peace of mind. That's just me.
Mm.
I would leave a fly-ass condo, nigga, and go sleep on my auntie couch just to have a peace of mind. Nigga. You feel me? I would go leave a condo, fly-ass condo, which I have done in Miami, fly with a 360 view like a motherfucker.
Yeah, at the end of the day, those are just materialistic trinkets in the eyes of somebody that deems that is what.
Now, anybody looking at this right now who's making a little paper, got some shit going on for themselves, got good credit, whatever, could go buy that same condo right now. That's nothing. That peace of mind that I'm talking about, you can't buy that, baby. You can't
buy happiness. You can't buy love.
So I left that fly ass condo and all that with my baby mom and that motherfucker because I need peace of mind. I went straight back into Brooklyn in the hood, nigga, on my aunt couch, nigga, and stood in that bitch to get a peace of mind. In the meantime, in between time, I'm over there going to studios and I meet these little young niggas, and that's Fabio Foreign and the Swipey and all these niggas, and I'm putting Paper Rock Gang together, and I got like 23 niggas fucking up the whole city. We running through the whole city doing crazy things from New York to motherfucking Miami, out there to Ohio, fucking up the stages everywhere. It doesn't matter who performing, because I'm giving them that energy that if it's like me and Busta up there or something, and they're younger, so they going in. And I'm loving this, so because I'm feeling like RZA, I'm feeling like Puffy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loving.
I'm glad you spoke on it because it's like a lot of people don't know that it's like, and shot to Fabio Foreign, Swipey, and the talent and stuff that they got, but it's like if you didn't put in that legwork in the beginning, and we're talking like 5-6 years ago now, what I'm saying? It's like if you didn't put in that legwork and lay the foundation and spread, and I'm gonna speak on it because I'm stepping aside from my hip hop rapper image, and I'm gonna be a journalist right now, so I'm just gonna call it out as I see it. Okay. If you didn't spend all the type of money that you spent, if you didn't utilize all your resources from all of your years in street hustling and in business and with Busta, to basically bring them around, Sprint is packed with people all on your dime, what I'm saying? Because you believe, this is what I have to do. I got to be the label for this right now. I need to be the marketer, the presenter. I need to be, the Rob Love of Def Jam right now and decide this is the budget that I'm going to use.
I didn't know it all, but I did know what I had. I did know that this was that new. I did know that Brooklyn was going to make New York be litty again. I knew this.
And proud, yeah. I mean, just shout to your right. That's that. I'm surprised that Def Jam or Epic or Atlantic didn't be like, yo, Spliff has an eye for talent. Like, we need to scoop him with an A&R position, put him on salary now before he does it himself.
I still feel to be an A&R at Def Jam or Columbia, even at Empire. I still feel to do that because I am the A&R of the streets. I'll tell you that right now. I'm so in tune. Listen, man. Fabio Foreign, Swipey, all these cats, man, Ether, the whole 800 Foreign side, these cats just had a lot of talent. You know what I mean? I got my man King Jules, a lot of talent. Jay Kings, you know what I'm saying? These guys have a lot of talent, man. Yo.
And you have a female artist now.
Yeah, right now, my female.
That unfortunately she's on the grind right now.
Amber Murder.
There you go.
Amber Murder. She's I was blessed with her. Unfortunately, Amber Murder, man, she's such a beautiful heart, man. She's holding down a lot. I'm talking about a lot. She don't even got kids, and she's holding down a lot, working and holding down a lot in her personal life. Okay?
And she got bars.
And she got bars on bars, man. I'm gonna start calling her.
And she's pretty hot. I can't even hold you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not no disrespect, but I mean, when she first hit me up in my DM, I was like, damn. I was like, she's pretty hot. I was like, and she raps. I was like, holy shit. I was like, since I knew that she was connected to you, I was like, I can't disrespect. Let me keep it professional. I was like, let me not send no crazy pictures like I do with some other bitches. But that's another story altogether. But I respect your view of talent, because anyone that knows lyricism can hear that she got bars. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard her, she sent me something. I was like, this is a fucking winner right here. So I'm sorry she wasn't able to, jump on. We had a couple of people that were supposed to jump on, but I guess because of the snow, everything got all fucked up today.
She is what her name is, Amber Murder. Amber does murder. So shout out to Amber Murder. Shout out to a lot of females in the game doing their thing. You know what I mean?
Who was like the people that you listen to coming up?
Cool G Rap. Biggie.
All of my life. I fucking love that song.
Rakim. Big Daddy Kane.
The saga begins.
Mac Dre. MC8. NWA. And then as time went on, that's when the Snoop and then the Biggie came in. And then Mobb Deep. Of course, Nas. And then years passed by, nothing was making me like, you know what I'm saying? Until 50 Cent dropped Ready to Die. And I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying. And he dropped that, it was
an explosion for New York. It was cool to pump a New York artist again. I remember.
It was beautiful. It's a beautiful time, you know what I mean? And right now I'm feeling that way about Extinction Level Event 2, on Busta's new album.
It's amazing. But Busta never does anything. He should change his name to Midas, because he literally he has the golden touch with everything he does. And he's so humble, but yet he's such a showman when he needs to. Like, I've been a fan of Busta literally, since Leaders. I mean, I can't tell you the reason why I do like some of my fast raps is because of Busta with his, crazy. Like, I mean, the reason why I do some of my like fast sort of raps in, some of the lyrics that I do is because of Busta's genius. And he's incredible. I mean, if I don't really get starstruck over people, but if I saw Busta, I'd be like, fuck. I don't know if I'd be scared because of higher learning, or I'd be like admiration because as a lyricist, and a rapper,
man,
he changed the game.
Busta is a good heart, man. He's not to be scared of. I mean, he ain't no sucker neither, but he's not to be scared of. He's harmful, man. He likes to make music. He's very creative, very talented, very hard. Oh my God!
He's a smart executive. He's like hungry, like he don't even have a deal anymore. It's crazy.
I'm the horror flick. Busta is the good rated R movie. I'm the horror flick. You know what I'm saying? That's how.
But sign me, I'll be the XXX flick in that line right there. But and Busta's an extreme executive at this point in his career as well.
Yeah, shout out to OT Genesis.
Genesis.
You know what I mean? My boy 4-5 million. You heard?
But I wanted to ask you a serious question. Now, and this is not to downplay anyone's talent or anything like that. It's just an opinion. And let me say beforehand, I already know your stance because of the admiration that you have for this man. So you have nothing to complain about at all. Like, I mean, and I respect that completely. I just wanted to know your opinion. How did you feel that Busta kind of, and I don't want to say put them first because maybe there's something that I don't know. How do you feel that he took more of like I guess, like a bigger stance when it came to like artists like Murder Mook or to Fatboy Bell. I mean, to Pryor Bell. I mean, I know. Shout out to Pryor, shout out to Murder Mook. And I love them both because they're amazing. I put Belly, in one of my music videos when he was first coming out. So shout out to Belly. I love Pryor. So do you ever feel like he kind of took maybe more initiative with those artists when he should have maybe done more for you with your solo career? Because you got bars and you got talent.
Yeah, I just want to say this.
And I hope I wasn't out of line to anyone.
No. I just want you to know everybody asks that question. Everybody, and I think a lot of people want to ask that question.
And I'm not doing that just because I'm like a journalist and this is the juicy stuff. I'm a hip hop connoisseur and I know talent when I see it. So I was just wondering from the outside looking in, like a lot of people, they want the breakdown, like Spliff is, he's not bad looking, pause. He's not whack at all, and he's got charisma and he's got longevity and he knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows how to make good songs.
Yeah, it's true.
I text my ex at 2 a.m. because of your lyrics, motherfucker. She's like, you understand I'm married now, right? I was like, Spliff did it to me. But yeah, I was just wondering from the outside looking in. My apologies.
I would say to answer that question, bro, honestly, I would say, maybe to keep it honest with myself, maybe all those times, to him, maybe I wasn't ready yet. To me, I looked at it like that, and I'm a team player. I've always been a team player. Even in the streets, I was a team player. I was a boss too, but I was a team player. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are the head of the team, you should be a team player. Why? I never gave a fuck about who got the glory, bro. I never cared who everybody was screaming for. I didn't care who the light was on. I didn't care. Only thing I cared about is if the team wins.
You a real motherfucker. You a last of a dying breed right there.
Keep it real with you. I just care about if the team wins. It doesn't matter to me who get the glory. I mean, nigga, we did mad shows and the motherfucker if it's 100 niggas outside, 80% of them screaming bus, 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 and I'm sitting in the truck and they see me too. But I don't care for that. Like I really came to crucify shit with my nigga. Like right now, I'm so overwhelmed with joy that my nigga is back where he belongs, in the spotlight. He's back on when I on the radio.
He's a superstar, you know, as are you. You know what I'm saying?
When I turn on the radio, I hear my man's voice. I'll see somebody driving their car, they banging his shit. I hear it in the voice. I hear his voice. So it's like my man back in the slot. I'm a team player. I'm gonna always look at it like that. As long as the team winning. You know what I'm saying? That's why you never heard no turmoil or no bullshit be going between me and Busta. Any argument we ever had, we just kept it amongst us. You feel me?
Right. You little motherfucker. Stop putting your fucking grievances on the gram with your mans. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what's not meant to be seen, you know, it's not meant to be seen. You keep it behind the scenes.
I'm not one for that. And you know, I respect my friends. My friends, they've been in my life more than 10 years. And once you've been in my life more than 10 years, you're family. I respect my family more than I do of having money, cars, on bitches and all that. I have a beautiful girl. I'm good. I have a girl who brings home over 100,000 a year. I have a girl who cares about me. Like she don't give a fuck about that SpliffStar shit. I mean, not like say it like that. She don't give a fuck, but she's not gassed with that.
No, she cares about you, the person. And that almost goes back to, you know, you.
I never had the prettiest.
Okay.
I never had the prettiest toes. I'm the type of nigga that will pull up to the pool side with Tim's on or socks. All right.
Coming out looking like Teen Wolf.
Right. Today, I got poolside toes.
Oh shit, he's upgraded.
Yeah, I upgraded. Let me tell you why. Because my girl was like, hell no. And she was like, no, we gotta go get this shit done. You need pedicure, nigga, and we gotta go to the doctor and find out what's going on.
I picture like Dumb and Dumber with the sandal, like.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me keep it real. Let me keep 1,000. Like all the girls I've been with and been around ain't never really offered nothing like that. And it's not like she offered, like she really told me to go do something for myself. My health is not benefiting her, benefits me. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, we be going in the mall and shit, and I'd be like, boo, you want that? I buy. You want no. We need the money for something else. Excuse me?
Love it.
I do the Scooby-Doo. I'd be like, you know?
Shit, you ain't got to tell me why. Listen, I'm Jewish. I know the value of a penny. Trust me. So I'm like, shit. That's good. Wait till it's on sale.
And when you got that type of value that, you know, because that's not just your girl, that's your friend. They care about you, my nigga. When somebody love you, anybody can love you and curse you out on Friday, then they love you back on Monday. That shit is a gift. It's just a word, 4-letter word. Care is also a 4-letter word. But when you care, you care. You don't even gotta be with that person no more. If you hear something wrong with them, you go quick. You think, all right? You sure? It's only
it's all about caring. If you care, you have nicknames for each other like Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear.
and then for guys, I would say, yo, if we're gonna make this female the girl that's gonna live with you, or the girl you're gonna make your wife or whatever, look at her mother. Her mother is what she's going to be. So look at her mother. If her mother got class, pretty with ass, that's what she's gonna be. If her mother is
principles right there. You youngsters listening, these are gems right there. Listen to the man.
That's what it's gonna be. If she's shit, that's not it. That's what it's gonna be. So at the end of the day, vice versa.
So you knew that girl that shit in the sheets, she was not the one.
No. if because I had strong women in my life. Like I told you, my grandmother, my cousins, my aunt. These are women that have no problem of working and getting their own.
Yeah,
These are
I mean, it's a metaphor for life. It's like keep away from crappy and shitty situations.
right. There's things. They're a reflection of what a woman's supposed to be. These are all of them are black queens. You know what I'm saying? These are what women's supposed to be. I know certain Asian women, white women that have class, that has a good spirit, a soul, the way they think. You could bring them amongst your family and they would automatically fit in. You could bring them amongst your homeboys and they'll automatically fit in. And they have a respect and you have a respect for them and your convo, you're conversing right. Everything is just laughter and smile. And when you do get in a disagreement and stuff, it'd be so corny that shit don't last. We don't that shit is like an incense. It burns, it lit, it smoke, it fades away. That's what's going on here. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Because I told you, a peace of mind, brother, a peace of mind, you cannot buy it. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck who you is. You cannot buy a peace of mind. Peace of mind is the best thing. And when you can't get a peace of mind, then you need God really bad because that means your spirit is fucked up.
Shit, though, the way the passion that you just spoke about that, and me reflecting, and the fact that we are still in a pandemic, and I am single and very, very lonely. It's like I'm texting my ex and fucking killing myself over here. Damn, shit, yo.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you like this: pandemic is a bad thing. All these people, all these lives died, and
They didn't have to. They really did not have to.
all these lies that's been told to us. But you know what? God let the devil do what he only let him do.
And his greatest trick was fucking making us believe that he didn't exist.
Right. So let me explain something to you. He have his idols running around this world, fucking it up, doing shit, and try to make the world have less people living here and get rid of a lot of lives. Let me show you something. Can't stop nothing God built. And if people have faith and really, you ain't got to be churchy. Just have faith and know, and you say grateful things sometimes, and you're thankful, and you let them know that you know he's there. You're good. There's nothing to fear. Trust me, you took more chances. This corona shit ain't nothing. You took more chances with your life. You think I'm gonna be paranoid running around here? I'm gonna be careful. I'm not gonna be paranoid running around here. Nigga, you tell me about some corona. Nigga, I had to watch out for little June and them niggas that was trying to kill me. Fuck you about corona, nigga. These niggas run up on you.
No, I mean, I'm glad you said that because it's like now I understand that position completely. And the only reason, and I don't mean to cut your wisdom, the only reason why I need to interject because a lot of people have that same stance, but then there's people like me. I'm my father's caretaker a couple of days a week, and he just had open heart triple bypass surgery. So right now, so you understand of all people because I know that you had, I know you had your own medical problems. I'm not gonna like put your business out there like that, but
I had said, motherfucker, I had congestive heart failure.
Yeah, I don't like to speak on things that I don't know.
I had 10% of my heart, 26% oxygen in my body. Yes, nigga, I was dead.
Yeah, so you understand. So when people's immune system are compromised already and they don't have the power to fight even a common cold, it's like something as dangerous as coronavirus. It's like the fact that we do have some precautions that are necessary and there's a lot of misinformation that's out there. The only thing that I want everyone to do out there is do your own research. The information is out there. Conspiracy theories are debunked. There is real science and there is real facts. There's a reason why I'm a podcaster and an entertainer, and I'm not a scientist and a doctor. So I need to exercise on the side of caution because I love my father and I want him to live to see my success. So you motherfuckers out there that are not wearing a mask when you walk into a store, Don't let me fucking see you. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, on to SpliffStar, the fucking superstar. What are you doing with yourself right now?
I'm in the studio a lot. I'm building a CD called Willie Longshanks. Yeah, I got my podcast every
Willie Longshanks. I like that. I like that.
Longshanks, the name of the CD.
That sound like a pimp. That sound like a pimp right there. Willie Longshanks. I got a stable of hoes. Better have some nerve for the motherfucking curve.
Yeah,
Change for a little bit of change.
Willie Longshanks is life. I'm gonna just say he's life. You know what I mean? Ain't motherfucker come from the mud can understand Willie Longshanks. You feel me? And I got my podcast.
I feel like you got to say that with like a snarl face like this. I'm fucking lit right now. My bad.
Got my partner. Her name is Jenna. We do a podcast called Paper Rock Live every 2 Sundays. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Paper Rock Live. Listen, you guys better fucking check that shit out.
Yeah, streetmedia.com. Also,
when COVID's over, I'll come see you. Because right now I ain't trying to be outside.
Yeah. And I'm doing Amber. I'm still doing the Amber music and stuff like that, building with her. And just promoting this ELE, the Wrath of God, ELE Deluxe, the ELE Reloaded. You know what I'm saying? We just on it, man. We just staying on it, man.
Oh, I see the promotion game heavy. And shout out to, shout out to my brother Shampoo. I see you in the streets. Heavy with that.
Shout out to Shampoo. That's one of the realest. I love Shampoo. He broke so many records. He definitely helped me out with my team. I love you, Shampoo, man. You never, ever, ever, ever not valued around here. We value.
I am hating him right now. This very second. That motherfucker saw the storm coming and said, "Boop."
Yeah, he's in Miami. This nigga talking about nobody out there. Nobody out here, but fuck it. He says it's warm out here. It's cool.
He's like, it's cool, puppy. He's like, you want to hear something funny? He was supposed. I mean, if he didn't have to fly out to Miami, he was supposed to co-host this podcast with me.
That's my boy too. Hey yo, that nigga said when Busta album dropped, that nigga post. He said, "Oh shit, papi, push your shit back. It's Busta time. Sorry, papi. Sorry, papi." That shit had me rolling, B. That shit had me rolling.
I mean, literally, like Busta said, like he a legend, and such a like. I mean, I can understand where people are like, oh, I haven't got that side of Shampoo because he is a businessman. At the end of the day, he's about his papers. He might have come about his business. You know what I'm saying? But like, literally, the coolest, most humblest brother in the world. Super fun to be around. I mean, I guess, everyone with a bald head, we got respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's like me and him been rocking out for so many years. And that, that's my brother right there. I salute him, every chance I get. And I know that he had good reason for missing co-hosting this podcast tonight in Miami. Shout out to Nori, because he's probably smoking fucking, that super thug right now with him. You better bring some back somehow.
Nori's the first artist out of my team to put me on that record.
What was that? Assignment?
Oh yeah, you know it. Yeah.
Who does their research? Listen, I'm an 80s baby, but a 90s kid. I grew up, as a grimy kid.
Nori's my man. That's my brother. I love Nori, man. I love everything about Nori. He's a real one. Keeping it real. See, I do got my favorite guys in the game, like Nori, Snoop Dogg, DMX. I can't lie. Everything, Dr. Dre, Exhibit, Anderson .Paak, and Jigga Man. Those are my favorite niggas in the game.
Who's your favorite Brooklyn artists? Because there's a lot of and move down so the people can see your handsome face.
You talking about the young?
No, I mean just of all time. I mean listen, Brooklyn birthed legends in the hip hop lyricism game. So let's hear a couple of like shout out the people that need to be shouted out in terms of.
Let me shout out the rappers that was big in the game for my nigga. let me shout out them. Shout out to UTFO. Shout out to Reed Roxanne. Shout out to Lisa Nicole Jam. Shout out to Whistle. Shout out to Little Sean. Shout out to the Flatbush Babies. Shout out to Special Ed. Shout out to Chub Rock. Shout out to Whistle. Shout out to who else around there? Everybody, artists, all those artists.
I mean, there's only one person you forgot. I mean, probably like Full Force. I think they were from East Flatbush.
Oh, snap. How dare they lived around the corner from me? How dare yo, sorry, shout out Lou. You know what I mean? You know, Lou, I love you, Uncle Lou.
Yeah, you want to hear something? You want to hear something funny? The only reason why I know that is because Full Force tried to sign me back in the day.
A word?
And they tried to put me in like almost like a Linkin Park type of a group. And back then, you know, like I was a real like, you know, rapper from, you know, Shaolin, Staten Island. And plus, you know, I was in a rap group, you know, called Sex, Money, and Guns, you know, with Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, and DV Alias Christ, you know, and IT. So it's like I couldn't see myself going into like, I didn't see the vision, you know, and
let me shout out before I forget. Let me shout out Alias Christ, man. He came to the studio and me and him did a wicked. He did a nice hook for me. You know, we did a wicked record together.
Yeah, that's my brother.
The record is called Humble. When we get off of this, hit me on the phone. I'm gonna send you like 4 SpliffStar records, man, so you can understand where I'm at with it.
Definitely. Listen, like when I tell you that DV is my brother, like I mean, literally one of my closest friends in the world. Like literally, like the amount of love and admiration that I have for, you know, like I bump his music and his catalog in my car all the time. I mean, I know I'm biased because, you know, like we were in a rap group together and shit like that, but you know, that's my brother right there, the inventor of the, the rap and singing, you know, style before it was even cool. You know, I mean, people think that Nate Dogg like really like pioneered it, which he definitely did, you know, on the West Coast, you know, style. But DV, like he's the original, the general.
Nate Dogg was the pioneer. He did in hip hop. Period. He did.
Yeah, absolutely.
No matter what coast he's from.
Regulators.
But right after him right after Nate Dogg was Domino.
Listen, educate everyone and me.
Don't forget Domino. Here we go. Don't forget Domino.
Yeah, you know, I'm biased because DV is my brother. So
all right, you know, but Domino was the Drake at that time. He was like Drake.
Okay.
That, you know what I'm saying? But look, man.
Oh, is that what Biggie was saying? Here we go, but I'm not Domino.
Yeah, there you go. That's what Biggie, right? Exactly. You know, the greats take from the greats. That's how you become great. Okay. There's nothing that a rapper said that another rapper didn't say. It was always how you said it. Okay?
Facts.
That's the truth. You know, and yo, man, look, man, we just still working. And I'm happy to still be alive, highly favored, and here with my kids and my girl, and here talking.
And you looking good and healthy, ready to go. GQ about to holler at you with your colorful ass right now.
I was 245 pounds, man, with walking pneumonia and the fucked up weak muscle on my heart. Found out that I didn't have no clogged arteries. Thank God.
God bless. God bless.
Walking pneumonia wasn't strong enough to take me out because it definitely took out Heavy D. It took out Diddy wife, his children's mother. May they both rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And that's why I feel extra blessed. That's why I feel like I can't just sit down. That's why I feel like I gotta do something. I gotta do better because I could have joined. I could have been right next to Craig Mack. I could have really been gone right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, listen, I mean, they can't take you out. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, I mean, the devil can't have you because he knows you'll take over down there. God can't have you because he knows you got still work to do over here. You know, been shot 12 times, had congestive heart failure. You know, they can't take him down. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
That devil already tried his hand And I always say it in my music, and I say it on the regular. I'm a God bless youth. I stay saying it. You know what I mean? Yo, man, look, man. You only have one life to live, and you have to live it proper.
I agree.
And you have to live it to the fullest.
Listen,
Like I said, man, smile more. Smile more, tell a joke more. Just feel good. Even when it's a fucked up day, just feel good, yo. Because see, when you feel depressed with that, you let the devil work on you. That's devil work. God don't feel like that. Jesus don't feel like that. They happy, even when it's bad. Stick to the script. Know when the bullshit happened. Learn to tell yourself, you know what?
stick to the script.
Yeah,
Love it.
just know that bullshit happens. Oh, that was bullshit. I know it's gonna get you upset, but don't let it depress you. Don't let it go make you to a point where you feel like you gotta do something wicked to that man, or that man gotta put his hand on that woman, or that nigga gotta go shoot that next dude. Like, come on, man. We gotta I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, we can't ask for change and we ain't changing. We doing the same shit and asking for change. How you gonna get different results? You're not gonna get a different result doing the same
Oh,
shit.
the definition of that is crazy. You keep doing the same thing over and over, expect the same results.
Really,
That by definition, it's crazy.
I know what the white man did back in the day with the slaves and all that. And I know certain white men have power and they do this, and some of them do overdo their authority. But the fucked up part about it is that you have some black men that do the same shit to their own kind too. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna blame a color. I'm gonna just blame an individual and individuals. You dig?
Yeah, no, I mean it's exactly what Malcolm X said.
I'm not, I'm, I'm,
What Martin Luther King said. He said, judge them on the content of their character.
there you go. I'm
Not
not
on the color of
mad.
this.
I'm not mad at this white man. He don't like me, or he's scared of me. Of course he's scared of me. And he don't like me. You don't know me. You don't know me. Maybe that's a normal human reaction. If I walked in
Oh
my
no. He knows SpliffStar. See how you get busy with the fisticuffs and shit get fucking down. He knows. He knows.
hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying.
They still talking about
If
stories and
I see a
writings.
man, if we see a man in front of our house, he could have just stopped there, just stopped. But we saw him just stop in front of our house and shit. The first thing we think, that's suspect. Fucking, what are you trying to do? You can imagine if a black man nighttime go on the side, he's in like suburbs somewhere, and he want to take a leak, and he hop out and he just jump in and go inside the side of somebody's house to take a leak, and a motherfucker see a black man by his window taking a leak. You shoot that nigga, you think he trying to come in his house. We would act like that. If I see a black man by my window, nigga, and what the fuck? A nigga in my backyard, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? The first thing I'm gonna think is the nigga's trying to come in my crib. That's just reaction, bro. That don't have nothing to do with his color or nothing. That has a reaction. Now, for a nigga to be really mad because you white and I'm black, man, nigga, shoot him. He gonna bleed just like you. It's just a fucking color of a skin, boy. Doesn't make you smarter, doesn't make you better, nothing. Even though we do have different kind of genes, baby.
I got
I'm not
Levi.
mad. I'm not mad.
I got old school like red stitch Levi's.
Yo, you see, like I told you, I've been the betrayal and this and lied to and niggas try to use you, and niggas talk bad on your name, and you try to put somebody on, but they don't value you. They just do whatever. It's all right, bro. Don't be mad. We all been there. But don't forget who was there first. We learned that story from Jesus. They did the same shit to Jesus.
Yeah, which is a great segue for a quote that I heard in a very old interview that you did, where you kind of said, you could hear in the passion and the way you speak, that you've been through so much in this industry as well as life, where you said you and Busta are like the landlords of the stage, and every other rappers are just tenants.
That's it. They tenants.
Because you guys literally, I mean, you started this shit, the contribution that you guys put into the industry, it's unmeasurable.
When I say that, I say that to say this. And I'm teaching, and I'm this is like a lesson for the younger artists that's coming out, that's out.
It's a lesson. It's a lesson to everyone.
Right.
These are jewels and gems. I'm gonna sell this shit after we're done. I'm gonna try to make it like this is SpliffStar's book. Buy it right now. These are gems right here.
It's almost like Eminem when he says, "You better lose yourself in the moment. You better own it. You never let it go."
Yo,
so when
you only got one shot,
right? So when I get on stage, I just don't get on stage. When we get on stage, we just not get on stage and rapping. No, we own it. We own the stage, the building, the music, the mode, the people, the spirit, the energy, the fucking vibe. We own that shit. We own it so much that whoever comes before or after cannot do that. They will not be able to do that, and they cannot do that. And that's why I said,
who the hell would want to perform after you guys?
That's why I say we're the landlords, because we own. You just a tenant. Come and live. You can live. Come, perform, live.
Bars.
But know this: landlord, tenant.
You better have your rent at the end of the month.
You better have your rent at the month.
Yeah, it's getting evicted. Fuck a moratorium. Actually, no. We need a moratorium right now. Like, please, like the Senate really needs to get a stimulus bill. I'm sorry to bring it back to reality over here, but you motherfuckers better get your stimulus bill in check and get a moratorium and get fucking funding for fucking local and federal fucking governments so they don't have to fucking eliminate fucking healthcare workers, police, and firemen and teachers. The fuck? I'm sorry. Blame Jack Daniels. Anyway, Spliff, why don't you tell the audience where they can find you, on social media platforms, and the floor is yours.
Say that one more time.
I said let people know where they can find you.
Oh, SpliffStar _Mr Lewis on Instagram. I can find me on Facebook and all that shit too, but I don't need answer my Instagram if you want to be personal. You know what I mean?
But look for the blue check, verified. That's why he's on here. Verified podcast. Hey, yo, Spliff, before I wrap up, first, let me say, I appreciate everything that you've done, in your life, what I'm saying, to lead you to this point. And I feel like you definitely have lived a blessed one, that really has a contribution to the foundation of hip hop and what we know today. And you're still rocking out and still doing it, still handsome as ever, still fucking, kicking it, looking like you could fucking still hit a lick and fucking, use them fisticuffs and clock a shot if you need to. But I appreciate everything you've done, and I appreciate your time that you spent with me tonight. Even though we in a snowstorm, I know you're gonna have to go out there and shovel, just like I'm gonna have to.
I ain't shoveling shit. Hey, look, check this out. This is the best part when you're in condos and apartments. You ain't got to shovel shit. That comes with rent, nigga.
That's what the association fee is for. Exactly.
That shit comes with
shovel my shit. But they always bring the plows late, though. It's like I need just like an hour.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm in Jersey. The plows already came. By the time the snow was falling and the street looked a little bit covered, the plows was already outside. They don't put that. I live in a place where there's.
I understand.
I'm in a place where 80% of my building is probably your family. Okay, so when white people, that's one thing. This white privilege. When this white neighborhood and stuff like that, they don't play that shit. Police come fast, snow plows come fast, trash man come fast. Fuck, yo, the only thing that's late sometimes is the parking meter man, because you don't want to give nobody a ticket. That shit is crazy to me.
That's fucking great.
In Brooklyn, the parking meter there before the trash man, before the police, all that.
Oh, listen, I lived in Brooklyn for years. You know, I mean, I hung out in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But
The mailman done brung the
you
mail.
know,
Too good, you
oh,
want to
oh,
get your ass with the bills. It should be wild. But around here, it's fucking like you could tell the difference, man.
it's peace of mind because you stuck to the script.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and see, like in Miami, living in Miami,
See, we're right there with each other.
I'm
See,
going back because I'm telling you right now, I had no blinds on my windows. I was on the 33rd floor in Miami, in a nice, sexy condo. No blinds on my windows. So if I was fucking you, seeing that.
I prefer that. Like if I definitely I want you to watch it. I'm a fucking freaky motherfucker. If I'm fucking watch my fucking ass jiggle. I got these fucking like.
Hey, but look, the sunrise is beautiful. I could see the fucking whole downtown Miami, the airport, the whole shebang. I was right off of Biscayne, not too far where the Heat play. And every morning was sexy, just waking up sexy in the morning. I could have had a bad fucking, didn't matter. I would just thank God. Every morning on my IG, I thank God, yo. Even if I ain't really got shit to post, I post something and I just want to thank God because I want people to start getting accustomed to that shit.
That's what's up. I mean, listen, I respect everything that you do, you know. And the last question I want to ask you is, you know, because of the, you know, congestive heart failure, do you kind of feel like you have like a new outlook on life that you didn't prior to that?
Hell to the yeah. Hell yeah. It's 3 years now I haven't smoked no cigarettes. I used to be a heavy cigarette smoker.
How'd you stop? Because literally it's my
died. Fuck you mean how I stopped?
oh
Died. That's it. That's all you know. I'm
great
sorry I had to take
amazing. Got it. Got it.
I'm sorry that I had to get that far to stop. I wish I stopped a long time before. But on a real note, bro, you know, it's like it's all God. It was all God. Shout out to Piedmont Hospital out there in ATL. They saved my life, man. You know, all the nurses, everybody on that floor that was there. And the crazy part about it, I was the youngest nigga on that whole floor. Everybody was old grandma style, son, grandpa style. I was the youngest nigga on that floor. Cause the muscle, I've been performing for motherfuckers for 2 decades and change, jumping up and down, smoking weed, fornicating, not eating right, doing this, not hardly sleeping and all that, to my muscle and my heart became weak and wasn't pumping the blood and the water no more, the fluid. So I wasn't even fat with food. I was fat from fluids. Like I was drowning internally. I was performing. This is when I knew it was really serious. We was performing out in Arizona, and I ain't feeling good. I'm performing, but I'm going hard, yo. You know, Spliff, I'm going hard.
And it's that dry heat in Arizona.
And then the adrenaline, I wasn't feeling sick because of the adrenaline. But at the end of the show, I sat down in the trailer. I coughed up a cough, and mad blood came out. And that never happened to me in my life. So I was a little paranoid. Shout out to my man Special. He was there, Busta. You know, they took me to the hospital, and the doctor was like, thank God you brought him here. He could have died. You got to stay. So I had to stay out in Arizona. My aunt had to fly in from Brooklyn to Arizona. I got a little better. They let me go. I was going to go back to the hospital out there in ATL. I flew out to LA for a night. And then the next day, I just went back to ATL and I went to see my doctor. And them motherfuckers saved me, bro. I ain't going to hold you. They saved me. Because when I went back to ATL, I saw the doctor and all that, but I still went home, back home. And a chick that I was fucking with at the time, me and her was arguing and shit. And I got no shirt on. I ain't got no socks on. Just got my jeans on. I'm talking. You arguing and shit. Then my whole body just felt different. I felt the way I never felt before. I just stopped arguing and I walked out the door. Mind you, it's drizzling outside and shit. I live down the hill from the hospital. God is serious. I never knew why I picked that condo to live in, but I did. It's right off of Peach Street. Down the hill, you walk up the hill, then you see Piedmont Hospital, and y'all walked in. I walked in that fucking rain barefoot. I went straight to the hospital because
you took yourself to the hospital.
Yes, I walked. I had the car to drive. I left the car.
Oh my God, you're a real gangster right there. That's what.
I had no shirt on. I had no shirt on. I had no socks on, and I walked out in the rain, and I went straight there. I went in the emergency, and then I said, "Yo, I don't feel right." One dude recognized who I was. I was like,
"Thank God."
I don't feel good. I'm fucked up. And then they took me in the church. And when they put me through the X-ray to look at my chest, nigga, it was so much pneumonia in that bitch. You couldn't even see my ribs through the X-ray. You couldn't see the ribs. It was just smoky in there, looking like a Red Man and Method Man video shoot, nigga. It was just smoky in there. You hear me?
How high? So how I can kiss the sky?
And it looked like all the weed I smoked all my life in my chest. Never went nowhere.
If you think of, I mean, can I put this into like even an outsider's perspective? And if you have to go, I totally understand. We're gonna wrap up, very soon. I promise. Do you realize that the fact that you are SpliffStar and somebody recognized you when you went into the hospital instead of treating you like you were a mental patient or on drugs might have saved your life? Anyone walking into a hospital, no shoes, no shirt, and it was drizzling, saying, "I don't feel right." Thank God that they recognized that you were SpliffStar.
You got definitely like a dope.
Thank God my fucking, marijuana infested brain remembered it, because I was like, this was a great point that I wanted to add. So, which is just basically, which comes to the conclusion of, you're a legend and people love you, and you're not just a hype man. You are part of the foundation of one of the building blocks of hip hop, and everyone should give you flowers while you're here and put some respect on your name. So, in closing, what I like to do is I like to leave you guys with a quote, which attributes everything that I do to life. We are all here for a small cup of coffee. I'm just trying to drink it while it's still hot. I'm your boy. I am JopauL. This has been the Verified Podcast. We were just chopping it up with SpliffStar.
Yes.
And we are brought to you by Radio Pushers of Results No Hype. I love y'all. One love. Take care. Peace.